Irene arrived in the city with only one small bag and a dream bigger than her fears. The city was beautiful at night, bright lights, expensive cars, loud music, and people who looked like they had everything figured out. But behind all the beauty was a dangerous truth nobody warned her about. Life in the city was hard. At just 22, Irene rented a tiny room apartment in a crowded area where the walls cracked and power supply disappeared almost every night. She worked at a small restaurant during the day and sold snacks by the roadside at night, struggling to survive. Still, it was never enough. Some nights, she slept hungry just to save transport money for work the next morning. Her landlord insulted her constantly. Customers sometimes refused to pay. Men offered her money for special favors, but Irene kept saying no because she still believed hard work would change her life someday. Until everything became worse. One rainy evening, Irene lost her job after the restaurant owner accused her falsely of stealing money. She cried as she walked home through the flooded streets with nowhere to go and no one to help her. That was the night she met Vanessa. Vanessa was flashy, rich, and always surrounded by luxury cars and expensive friends. She looked at Irene's condition and smiled softly. "You are too pretty to suffer like this," she said. At first, Irene avoided her, but hunger has a way of weakening people's morale. Days later, when Irene had no food left and her landlord threatened to throw her out, she finally accepted Vanessa's offer. That single decision changed everything. Vanessa introduced Irene to a group of young women involved in dangerous city gang. They live fast, parties, fake lifestyles, fraud, illegal deliveries, and setting up wealthy men for robbery. Money came too quickly. At first, Irene only helped them pass information and deliver packets. Soon, she started enjoying the soft life she once admired from afar. She moved into a better apartment, wore expensive clothes, and posted smiling pictures online while secretly drawing in fear. But every night before sleeping, guilt followed her. Deep down, Irene knew she was becoming someone she no longer recognized. One night, the gang planned a major robbery involving a wealthy businessman. Irene was assigned to lure the man into a hotel room while the others attacked him. Everything went wrong. The businessman fought back. Police arrived unexpectedly. Chaos exploded everywhere. People screamed. Gunshots filled the hallway. Vanessa was arrested. Another gang member was shot, and Irene ran barefoot into the cold night rain, shaking and terrified. For the first time in years, she saw clearly what desperation had turned her into. The next morning, Irene returned to her old neighborhood. She looked at herself in a broken mirror and burst into tears. All the money, clothes, and fake happiness suddenly felt empty. She made a painful decision. Irene turned herself in and confessed everything she knew about the gang. Months later, after cooperating with the authorities, Irene started rebuilding her life honestly. It was difficult. People judged her. Some never forgave her, but slowly she found peace again. She eventually opened a small food business nearby a bus stop, the same kind of honest hustle she once looked down on. And every time young girls came to her complaining about how hard life was, Irene always told them the same thing. Poverty is painful, but bad choices can destroy your soul completely.